Well, it only gets better here, James.
So, Kurt Hennig versus Jeff Jarrett, WCW World Heavyweight Title Tournament.
Yes.
Perfect attacks Jarrett on the outside to start this one.
The bell rings, by the way. That's what he means by start this one. They're fighting outside and they ring the bell to start the match.
Just
because we don't have time. We don't have time. We gotta go.
Y'all got 3. Hurry up. So
yeah, come on.
They go inside. Jarrett starts trying to roll him up. I said, oh my God, this is a story to be told. He's trying to roll him up because he's fucking doesn't want to be pinned.
Yes.
And then Mr. Perfect goes to commentary and tells Heenan that they're all in on it. Even the referees are in on it. They're trying to get me out of here.
Now. Yes.
So Jarrett starts kicking his leg out of his leg, and Perfect is doing his signature flip bumps off this shit.
Which is tremendous.
Creative Control is now standing at the top of the ramp.
Oh, great. I can't wait.
Because they want Hennig gone.
Yeah, they do. It's a conspiracy. They bump the ref. Hennig hits this is so fucking stupid. Hennig hits the Perfect Plex. Both of these guys are like 50-year vets at this point.
The ref is out.
The ref is out, hits the Perfect Plex. Ref is down, not counting. Creative Control then comes down, grabs Mr. Perfect, and fucking obliterates him all the way to Super Hell. They put him through the announce table as hard as possible 2 times.
This was out of control that I was almost convinced they actually wanted to injure him for real. Like, they double mother effing bomb him face first into the announce table. It doesn't break. So one of them picks him up and body slams him as hard as humanly possible to break the table. This is fucking crazy.
This is not one of the WWF fucking cotton candy tables.
This is a piece of fucking wood. I don't know what this is.
Crafted fucking
It's not meant to break.
master tool table, yeah. And he tried to put him through once. They go, oh shit, that didn't work. Get your ass back up. They get him back up. Fucking body slam, cracks that fucking wood in half. Crazy, man.
I think the back of his head hits the floor too.
So he ends up losing by count out. He actually holds onto the ground because he doesn't want to be put back in the ring.
To be pinned.
Yeah.
Because he knew he won't get fired if he doesn't get pinned. So he was grabbing the floor mats as they tried to force him into the ring, and he lost by count out. So he keeps his job.
So Jarrett wins and moves on. This makes him look like a dipshit. He might have been booked the worst out of any of these like legacy guys.
How do you cheer for this?
Like in WCW, I feel like he was always a dipshit.
Yeah, he was. Well, the fucking, bear's crap. Come on now.
Dude, they hated this guy, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
And I can't believe that none of the boys backstage said, what the fuck is going on?
That's Kurt fucking Hennig. What are you doing, guys? Come on now.
Like,
by the way, they still throw Hennig into the ring and beat his ass and hit him with a stroke. So
I'm surprised Larry the Axe wasn't ringside. Yeah!
Yeah! Fuck my boy up!
Kick his ass! Yeah!
Yeah, he's a dipshit, isn't he? Woo!
That'd be funny as fuck. Every time Mr. Perfect gets pinned, you just cut ringside Larry the Axe. Woo!
Yeah, woohoo! He sucks!
Kick his fucking ass! Tony Schiavone and Heenan are now ringside watching on a little monitor in chairs with no table.
Please don't ignore the fact that Kimberly was walking backstage.
Oh my God, she's walking and talking.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's walking. Apparently, she's not too scared anymore. She's walking.
No, she's just quietly walking backstage and everything's fine now.
I do like that they aren't able to rebuild the table. So Tony Schiavone and Heenan are like pissed. They're like, fucking great. Like, look at this.
I feel like I'm at home watching it on the TV.
So we get the Kimberly Town Hall.
Yes, because she has a plan, of course, here. Heenan says, I think she's going to announce her retirement. And Schiavone says, or she's going to break down and cry again. Heenan says, there's no crying in wrestling. Have you fucking guys not been watching this show?
I'm pretty sure all Kanye says, well, there's been a lot tonight.
God damn, man.
She's just come out and go, help.
Dude, for real. Fucking hell.
Me.
So Kimberly says she's finished running from David Flair, and this is over right now. And then David Flair comes wobbling out with a crowbar, just fucking walking crazy. And this is where they make sure you really can grasp this.
Do you understand this? Have you seen this?
Oh my God, that looks like Jack Nicholson
from The Shining or Freddy Krueger.
That's like Jack Nicholson. Look at his eyes, the bags under his eyes, the darkness under his eyes is like
he hasn't been sleeping for days. Look at the dark circles under his eyes.
Oh my God,
it's like Jack Nicholson.
Is that Jack Nicholson? Oh my God.
Well, he just got hit by a car. He just got hit by a car, so of course he's a little tired.
Dude, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it was all a ruse. It was a swerve, if you will. And Bam Bam Bigelow comes out Royal Rumble style and hits David Flair from behind.
That is a great way to put it.
Sprinting.
Full sprint. I actually thought he was going to trip and fall.
So yeah, Flair, he ends up picking Flair back up and Flair mule kicks him and then hits him with the crowbar. They have David Flair beating up Bam Bam Bigelow.
They also hated Bam Bam Bigelow.
They
I'm also
did.
convinced
They
of
hated
this.
Bam Bam so
Bam
much.
Bam also
I don't know
hated
why.
WCW. Except for the
Yeah,
pay.
that's fair true. He's definitely given up at this point.
Yeah,
So.
oh yeah. Kimberly then flees into the crowd and almost didn't because one of the fans grabbed her hand and wasn't letting go for a minute.
Dude, yeah, she said help me, and then they just wouldn't let her go as she gets over the rail. And then, yeah, David chases her over the guardrail. This is not done yet. By the way,
she said
the
it was over.
aim-high Air Force replay, Bam Bam attacked David Flair, and David Flair fucked up him with the crowbar.
Having Kimberly run through the crowd with no security was like ballsy work here. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
especially in 99, you know, like,
Holy
because
shit,
we saw,
yeah.
So many
we saw
drunk
right
people.
away that like someone tried to grab her, you know.
Especially like some fucking crazy guys. Oh, shit, I'm going to help David Flair.
Oh yeah, you're right. Like,
Because he was a face last week helping Chris Benoit.
yeah, you're right. She hit him with the car.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, we are now in the parking lot, and Kimberly is trying to open her rental car door with her keys, and it's just not working.
Dude, they shot this campy horror movie style crazy. It's like a low shot of David Flair very slowly limping in her direction and also showing Kimberly struggling to open her car door. She drops her keys. It shows David Flair. She finally gets into her car, closes the door, and then lays down in the car.
Yeah, because she's trying to hide, and then David Flair.
He's there.
Well,
We see him.
Well, she's already following all the tropes where she drops the keys
I
and
guess so,
stumbles
sure.
and falls
So she
and
has to
drops
be
the pipe.
stupid.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Yeah,
That's the
okay,
idea.
sure.
So she's fumbling the keys. She gets down in the car. Flair then jumps on top of the car and starts hitting all the windows with the crowbar.
Dude, smashes the window, smashes the windshield with a crowbar. I laughed out loud at this part because I did not expect this at all, and I still don't really understand why this happened. So David Flair's smashing these windows, and I was like, okay, somebody's going to save her. Who saves her? Fucking the Harris brothers, big bald thumb bastards in suits, come out of the fucking door and say, hey, what are you doing? What the fuck?
They spent all episode not helping her and then help her at the end.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And they're the heels. Hey, what are you doing? And then David Flair runs off the car. He can run now, by the way. His fucking legs
he's
is
good.
fine.
Yeah, don't worry about
it. He runs off the top of the car, jumps off of it, runs away.
Oh, dude, don't
fucking
even
full
get me
sprint.
started on him selling the Bam Bam punches from behind or whatever earlier. I
Oh
totally
my
forgot to
God,
mention that. But
yeah,
golly.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he just runs off fuck it. He's not Brett, you know what I mean? Brett comes out later. He said, my fucking leg is still killing me.
Dude, I'm going to hell quick if you don't help me.
Yeah, so Creative Control then helps Kimberly out of the car, and they say that the powers that be are ready to see her now.
Great. This doesn't pay off this week.
It kind of does. They mention it.
Do they? Oh, fuck. You're right. They do. Which makes even less sense, though.
It does. It doesn't make any sense. So here's what I'll say about this, because this is the last time we'll talk about Kimberly and them until, this part. But I like the horror movie trope shit. I think it's very, I think that, because I'm a huge
I'm with
horror
you.
movie guy, right?
Totally with you.
I think that shit's awesome. I think the way they did this was so damn stupid. It was just fucking just the worst. And not only that, it was all episode long for 3 hours,
Yes.
40 times. Like, if Kimberly, I don't know, tried to get in her rental car and she couldn't, she dropped the keys, and then, it's just a horror movie homage, and then David Flair just fucking da-da-da. This was it. No creative control, no nothing. And then David Flair just runs away when he hears something.
Yeah.
And then maybe we don't even see who helps her, and then we can see next week or something like that.
Sure.
Okay, then you would have had me. But this shit was so dumb for the whole episode. It was so dumb. It was so
Whole episode long, dude. And like you said, the tropes are cool, but they made it was a comedy angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm not supposed to take David Flair serious, and I'm also not supposed to take the trauma that he's putting her through serious. And I had to watch it for 3 hours.
And the commentators don't take it serious either.
No one fucking cares. And it's like, and this is the biggest part of the show. It was featured more than anything else on the show.
Yeah.
So now it's time for the main event, the Texas Tornado United States Heavyweight Title Ladder Match. We got our U.S. title Texas Tornado ladder match here.
Jesus Christ almighty.
It's Scott Hall versus Sid Vicious versus Bret Hart versus Bill Goldberg.
The U.S. champion is Goldberg.
Well, it could be Scott Hall or Bret Hart. Who knows?
It could be anybody, I guess, because who fucking cares? Goldberg attacked Nash and Hall and didn't get his belt back. I guess because they had to hang it up above the ring.
Scott Hall versus Sid Vicious versus Bret Hart versus Bill Goldberg. should be pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
going to be a dog shit Nitro main event.
It's a ladder match, which is crazy. So Scott Hall is coming out for his entrance. They cut his entrance midway, and he's like, what the fuck? All right, whatever,
Yeah.
I guess.
Sure.
Sid and Scott Hall start the match.
No ref,
Yeah,
no
they
bell, missing 2 people.
I don't know how this works, nor do I care. I'm just happy that I see on my scrobbler here that we're about done with the show. So
Yeah, we're close. We're close.
Bret Hart,
Dude,
then-
I watched that fucking what was the match before this? Jarrett and Hennig, and I was like, dude, there's only 10 minutes left. This is awesome.
I'm on the countdown, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I was like so fired up.
So Bret Hart hobbles down here with his fucked up leg that he's being booked in a Texas Tornado ladder match.
He's the only one that cares.
He hobbles down here and helps Hall attack Sid before turning his attention to Hall and fighting him. Goldberg is now here. There is still no referee. Who is the special guest
No
referee?
ladder either.
Well, it goes to the entranceway, and Kevin Nash in referee shirt with the police and a ladder is here now. All the missing pieces of the match are now here.
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
This is the single most
Why?
unhinged, we're calling shit on the fly episode of WCW we've ever watched.
What a complete.
This is
utter waste of
1999.
Dude, yes, this is complete. This is 1999 to its core, and this is full on Russo bait and switch for 3 hours.
It's not even 2000 yet. We're in fucking 1999. This is somehow, we've watched a lot of WCW. We've watched a lot. And like, I feel like, and I might be wrong, and I might be looking back on this wrong, but this feels like the fucking most fucked up episode of WCW we've ever watched.
It is a complete clusterfuck.
Everyone comes out of this worse somehow.
Yeah.
Nobody comes out on top. I don't know how this is possible. They still have, I don't know, 20 of the biggest stars in the wrestling business there right now. And it doesn't feel like it at all. So Rick Steiner's now here, and he hits a bulldog on Sid Vicious.
Off the top.
Off the top, the Steiner bulldog. Rick Steiner is now attacking Goldberg.
Of course.
As this is happening, it gives us a hard cam shot. Kevin Nash is the tallest guy in the ring, and he's the ref, and it's very funny seeing him just standing in the middle of the ring as the ref, tallest man in the ring with ref shirt on.
As tall as the ladder.
He is literally as tall as the ladder.
Yeah.
So anyways, Bret Hart climbs the ladder, grabs the belt, but Nash hits him with the police baton in his shitty leg, and he falls
Yes.
and drops the belt. Well,
Into Nash's arms.
Well, Nash is the ref.
Of course.
So Nash now has the belt, and Scott Hall's getting up, and Kevin Nash is so tall, as tall as a ladder, that
Oh
he
my
holds
God.
the belt at the top of the ladder, and Scott Hall grabs it really fucking crazily, like real slow climb
Yes,
and everything.
like he's fighting to climb. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he grabs it out of Kevin Nash's hand, and he falls back like he fell off the ladder crazy.
Jeff Hardy falls.
Yeah. And he gets announced as the winner and the U.S. heavyweight champion.
This show, we've watched a lot of shows, boys. I don't know if I've ever said this before. This show is the biggest waste of time I've ever fucking seen in my whole life.
We've watched so much, 200
This
something.
is like annoying how fucked up this show is.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't even know what you could like from this show. I guess
Why the fuck would you buy this pay-per-view?
I can't imagine many people did. Yeah, but anyways, I mean, long story short here, WCW 99 was a good pay-per-view year for them. They were just getting beat by Raw, and I think it was a pride thing. I think they're like, we can't get beat by Raw, because I mean, business was not down by any means. They just weren't beating Raw anymore.
Sure.
And they made a drastic decision to bring in Russo back again. And well,
Do you believe in the conspiracy theory that Vince Russo was sent over to destroy WCW
Absolutely.
by the WWF?
Absolutely. He was a mole the whole time, sent over there.
There's something to this.
And the Outsiders were sent too, by the way, for the WWF.
Oh, maybe.
And they took like part of that money and gave it to the WWF, their contracts. And then Russo came in, and that was the final piece of the puzzle to take down.
I see.
I'm going to say
Something to
no.
it. Oh, well.
Oh, well, you're wrong. You're
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean,
He was
it's fine.
sent to Now This Is Wrestling to kill it.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Holy.
Tony,
Don't say that.
Tony, and he took it out. And now
He did
we're
take it
bringing him
out.
into DPW.
No.
Now This Is Wrestling sent him to DPW.
We're having 13 matches and
Holy
20
shit.
intertwining
BK, watch
storylines through the
out.
whole time. And
But But yeah, the show ends with Scott Hall crotch chopping in the aisleway and posing with the belt. That's how it ends. But there you go. That was it for WCW Nitro, November 8th, 1999. What a horrible, horrible show.
Glorious, shitty show.
This is dog shit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/deadlockpw. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Y'all remember Seven?
Patreon. Rowdy,
we
rowdy,
watched
rowdy,
it for
rowdy.
7 and that shit sucks. Gold does fucking suck. I hate this.